March 23, 2010. Today, President Barack Obama signed landmark healthcare reform legislation into law, finally achieving a central goal of the progressive movement dating back to Theodore Roosevelt. We wanted to gauge people's reactions to this historic event, so we took our cameras to Chicago's Millennium Park and asked a variety of people what their thoughts were on the subject. Barack Obama signed the healthcare legislation into law today, and we're curious if you had any opinion about that.
Yeah, I left the old country because I didn't like the system over there, the parliamentary system with government running my life, you know. So I came here a few years ago, and now they're trying to implement the same system over here, which aggravates the devil out of me. I can't understand where America is going. The spirit, they're trying to wipe out the American spirit.
I honestly don't know much about it, but my family, my mom, grandmother, aunt are all liberals and voted for Obama, as did I. And as far as just talking about it with them, I asked them a few questions and they thought it was a positive thing, so I kind of jumped on the bandwagon, I guess you could say, and just supporting whatever decision Barack Obama makes.
Because you look at Canada, you look at France, you look at England, they all have universal health care. And to me, the people seem so much happier. Here, people are just, everyone's such in a bad mood. Like, I saw the movie Sicko, and there's this guy from the South, I think he was from Mississippi, I'm not sure, but he had cut off 2 fingers, and the insurance company or the doctor had told him to pick a finger because he couldn't afford both. And when you told those to the English, they were basically mocking us and laughing at us. And I feel like it's embarrassing to be living here. And I feel like this is, you know.
I totally agree. I don't see anything bad about it, and I don't understand why they're all fussing over it, and it just seems like children just fighting over something. I think they should give it a chance, and I really don't see any negatives coming out of it.
I'm not really sure 100% where I stand on it. It has some good qualities. I heard, like I like to hear from both sides of it. Some good things and there's some bad things about it. But you know, I think people should have health care, no matter what.
How do you think that we're going to be able to pay for it in the long term?
Well, I think a minor increase in our income taxes won't be such a big deal.
I don't know. The way I see it, we're already in like a huge mess. I don't think anything can really.
I don't know how we're gonna find this.
I don't understand how other countries can do it, but suddenly we can't, and we're supposed to be one of the most powerful nations in the world.
Yeah, let's face the facts, for God's sakes. If you can count money, you know this isn't going to work out. And my kids and grandchildren pay for it dearly, too. I hope they got lots of money.
I think maybe, some taxes might go up, I believe. Possibly maybe social programs might be cut out.
What do you think the reaction ultimately of the American people is going to be to this legislation?
They're going to rebel like hell, you know. I think he's going to pay for this, I'll tell you that, because they're not going to the majority isn't going to let this go by undisturbed.
How do you think Barack Obama will ultimately be remembered?
Especially because of this, I think in a positive way.
Yeah, me too.
And I mean, people want to change. This is change, so they need to shut up. They voted for it. You know,
they got it. They're getting it.
I think they'll go down not just as history and as presidents, as someone who is making a change in the world, but also just as like a world leader. You know, he's going to be, I think, in the names of Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, people like that. I think he's going to be one of the African American leaders for a long time in history that was real powerful and made a lot of changes.
I said he's super liberal, a left winger.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to add, sir?
I think I said it all. You're gonna hang me now? You're gonna call him up right away and tell him what I said?
For Founding Bloggers in Chicago, this is Michael Kadela.